Hello, my name is Kelianna Thompson. Today I'll be making a simple homemade rain gauge. Good morning, respected lecturer and fellow classmates. Today I'll be presenting my project on investigating weather instruments with a special focus on the construction and the use of the rain gauge. So weather plays an important role in our everyday lives. It affects the clothes we wear, the activities we plan, and even how farmers grow their crops. So through this project, I was able to explore how weather is measured and how science connects to real life in America. So what is weather? So first, weather is the condition of the atmosphere over a short period of time. So to measure weather, we use different tools called the weather instruments. So these instruments help us understand what is happening in the atmosphere. Some of the main weather instruments include a thermometer, which measures temperature, a barometer, which measures the air pressure, an anemometer, which measures the wind speed, a hygrometer, which measures humidity, finally a rain gauge, which measures a rainfall. So each of these instruments plays a vital or an important role. So for example, low air pressure can signal rain, while high humidity often means the air contains a lot of moisture. So for this project, I built a homemade rain gauge. This is how my rain gauge looks like. So I built a simple homemade rain gauge, and this is how it looks like. So the materials I use include a 2-liter bottle, scissors, a roller, tape, popsicle stick, cardboard, foam, silicone, a hose, and also I use a printout labels here. So to construct it now, I first cut the top of the bottle, then I turn the top upside down and I place it inside the bottle to act as a funnel. So this helps guides rainwater into the container without spilling. And next, I attach a roller to the side so I could measure the water level accurately. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate how really a rain gauge works. So first, let's say rain is falling heavy. Okay, so when it rains, the water collects inside the bottle. The ruler allows me to measure the rainfall in millimeters. So the higher the water level, the greater the amount of rainfall. So when it rains, water is collected inside the bottle. The higher the water level, the greater the amount of rainfall. So I place my rain gauge on an open area where it would not be blocked by trees or any buildings, ensuring accurate readings. So for my data collection, I collected data of rainfall over 1 week. I made sure to record the data at the same time each day to keep my result consistent and reliable. So here's a summary of my findings. Weekly rainfall data collected using rain gauge. So on Monday, rainfall 5 mm was light rain. On Tuesday, 0 mm. On Wednesday, 10 mm. On Thursday, 3 mm. Moderate rain. On Friday, 0 mm. It was cloudy. On Saturday, 8 mm. Rain showers. On Sunday, 2 millimeters, just light rain. This was my data collection. This was my data table. The amount of rainfall for 1 week. Data analysis. So, after analyzing my data, I noticed a few important patterns. So the highest rainfall occurred on Wednesday, 10 millimeters. So some days had no rainfall at all. For example, Tuesday and Friday. So rainfall was not consistent throughout the week. So this shows that weather can change frequently and is not always predictable. So in conclusion, weather instruments are essential tools that help us understand and predict weather conditions. So my rain gauge show that even simple materials can be used to measure something as important as rainfall. Thank you for watching.